debate strong. Sports talk running like a stadium light. Every take hits harder every single night. Game on, best show in town, best channel on Rumble. We never back down. Miss Leslie running the stream. Patriot, Blue McCormick, Dan Ninja on the team. Arguments flying, laughs in the mix. Rumble chat popping with every sick pick. From kickoff to buzzer, we own the night. Game on, rocking under the lights. Game on, turn it up loud. Real quick and steps fast, making us proud. Best chat on Rumble, we run this show. The whole chat crew, let's go. Game on. Game on.
We're here. We're live. We missed. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game On. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot. I'm your host, Will from Game On. He's Cricket, my wonderful co-host from sportspicks.locals.com, here to bring you the latest and the greatest going on in the sports world. We had a little soccer match last night, or I guess yesterday during the day. We'll talk about that. We have one today, too, and then only two more, and we can say goodbye for now. Say goodbye for a little bit.
About 4 years.
Well, they got the Olympics coming up, too, you know.
Yeah, about 4 years. Because none of them guys in the Olympics, hell, half the damn teams. I feel like some of the big dogs don't even play.
It's a pretty big deal. Trust me, I'm a soccer guy.
Okay, fair enough. Well, maybe we'll win that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't hold my breath.
Good morning, Dirt. Let's see, and then we're gonna get into the Green Bay Packers preview, going team by team, every single day, just in alphabetical order. We did the Lions yesterday. We're gonna do the Packers today. Doing a whole. Oh, you know what we started last night? We started that quarterback, the new quarterback season on Netflix.
How's that, man?
So far it's good. I mean, it's, the first episode is a little introduction. Did you know? Get this. Joe Flacco, when they won the Super Bowl, what was it, 2012?
Joe okay, yeah. 2013, I think. 2012, 2013, something like that.
Yeah. One of those years, right around there. Joe Flacco was MVP of the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
And they go, "Hey, you want a car?" He goes, "What?" Like, "Yeah, you want a car, dude." And they go, "Actually, you want that car right over there?" He goes, like a kid, and just like a kid in a candy shop, just surprised, like, "What? I want a fucking car. Look at a car right there, man. Hey." He just looked like a fucking football.
Oh man, it's cool to see those guys be real humans sometimes.
Yeah, and it was like a Corvette, like a red Corvette, and they like customized the inside, obviously after they figured out who was the MVP and whatnot. Guess what he did with that? Guess what he did with that car?
What do you do with it?
He has it, and when I say in a garage, Crick, I mean like a shack that's like full of clutter, and like you can barely get into it. This red Corvette is in this little shack in his backyard or whatever. It's covered in dust, spider webs, shit's falling on it, and the tires are deflated. It's just sitting there, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't really fit in it that well and drive it that much. I mean, but I can't get rid of this because it's like a trophy, so it's just gonna hang out in here."
It kind of is like a trophy.
No.
He just got it parked in the shack back there.
At $100 million contract, you telling me you can't keep that thing nice and just keep it in a nice like garage somewhere?
Right. Should we build a little bigger shack? Build a little bigger one? Maybe add on to that one?
Show you this thing, dude. I wonder if I could just Google it. I bet you it's on X.
Oh, everything's on X, man.
I was just gonna pull up Netflix, but let's see if I can do this. Joe Flacco's car.
Yeah, I'm curious to see this.
This is what it looks like. I haven't seen these photos yet, but this is what it looks like when he won it. And mind you, he is a big guy, right? So
yeah, he's a big guy.
I don't know why they would give. I mean, I know it's a Corvette, right? But like maybe because most of these NFL players are huge, we should just stick to like a nice
Like a Hummer.
like or a nice F-150 or
So
something.
that would the F-150 would get the job done. Yeah.
That's where it's at now.
That looks like I'm going over to one of my great grandparents or something to clean out their shed that's been piling shit up for 60 years.
That's what I'm saying, dude. This is like crazy. First of all, if you look at the rest of his house, stuff like that, you would not think he has like a little shop out back that's just got a bunch of shit in it like this.
Right. Probably a pretty nice crib.
Let me see if I can find a better photo of it for you real quick. Yeah, dude, we were watching that. I mean, I only got like a half hour into the first episode, so just basically the introductions. But yeah, I was just like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Let me see.
Can't believe you just let that thing wither away.
Did you know the first time Baker and his wife met in person was at the Rose Bowl?
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And
I didn't
then,
know that.
and then lost the game. Why is Netflix not going to work?
Huh.
And they lost the game, and then he just, since he was done with college, he didn't have to like take the team bus home or whatever.
Yeah.
And so then he just decided to hang out and stay with her in LA. And then
Yeah, well, I guess that worked out.
yeah, and 6 months later they were married.
Yeah.
Let's see, is this it?
Good morning, chat. See y'all down there. Hanging out. Papa Cricket, Piss Sant, Hope, B Mac, Nasty Natty. Good to see y'all. YouTube side of things popping off. Derp. Is that Romeo? What's going on, Romeo? And then Claire. Good to see y'all. While Will looks for Joe Flacco's car here. I didn't have Joe Flacco's Corvette on the bingo card this morning.
It's just let's see. Just Phil for me, man. Just Phil. It is
Phil,
funny.
I'm watching this video right here. Have you seen these little things? These where these kids can set up on the TV. There's like you can pull up a screen. It looks like your screen's all busted. Like you've hit it, like shattered it or whatever.
Or something.
I watched this little video, man. These two little girls still with their mama, and they come in there, and this damn screen looks like it is shattered. And the mama throws the little kid on the couch, and then it does that little one of those little scare tactic things. The mama falls out the floor. Oh man, these kids are going places, dude. I'm telling you, I like it.
Yeah.
Speaking of that soccer match yesterday, man. Well,
this is why my wife does this with me. Does this to me all the time. Apparently, must have fell asleep in the first episode. She finished the first episode, so I'm looking at I clicked resume.
Oh yeah, she finished it up. She finished that thing off, man. She didn't wait on you.
No, she never does. I didn't sleep on the couch though. I woke up enough for that. Let's see. Anyways, what were you saying?
Oh, that soccer game, dude. Very disappointing from France. Yeah, you're right, Pissant. They are lucky it wasn't 4-0. And that PK early on, I mean, it was definitely a foul. But I don't know what that defender from France is doing right there. I mean, I understand he's trying to clear the ball, but have a little wherewithal to understand that there's probably a player rushing the net behind you, and you can't just Mortal Kombat leg kick him in the box there.
No. Okay.
Is this his interview after he wins the car?
Yeah, I'll have to pause this quite a bit so we don't get hit. But
all right.
It's right over there. Go check out the car, I guess.
And now they're going to show it.
This is where it's at now.
Look at these cobwebs and stuff on this thing.
That's what.
As you can see, it's been in this garage. I think it's been in here for probably 5 years.
He's got a Santa Claus light up sitting on the hood.
At least shove Santa Claus in it. Make it look like he's driving it.
At least put him in the driver's seat. Yeah.
But look at that thing, dude.
I feel like that's criminal.
Yeah, it's a Corvette, and you won it for being the Super Bowl MVP.
He's like, it's got like a trophy, so I can't really get rid of it. It's like, well, you're not
Kind
telling
of
the
like a
truth.
little trophy. I mean, you keep your trophies stuffed in the attic somewhere, and
Stuffed in the attic somewhere or in the outhouse or whatever.
It's not like a trophy.
It ain't like that. It's a damn 1994 Miata or something.
Dude.
Like, what are we doing? Well,
Yeah,
some people got too much money, you know?
yeah, but I also would never expect him to have like a shack like that, you know?
Right. That's probably the most surprising thing. Not that the Corvette's in there, that he even has a shack like that on the property.
Yeah, but they do a good job on that show, though. I like those quarterback seasons.
Man, I've watched a couple episodes of those when it first came out, and then seen the wide receiver one and stuff too. Those are pretty cool. It's cool to see those guys' lives like in real time, what they do on a daily basis. We see them a lot on Sundays.
Crazy. It's also crazy to see them like on the field, like all the shit they say.
Yeah,
How
I enjoy those little clips,
they
man.
just are so it's so emotional on that field.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, you're out there trying to kill each other.
I know, it's crazy. And then like Joe, basically all he was doing last season was walking around and like, God, there's a huge generational gap here between me and these guys. And there's a random wide receiver as he's walking around on the practice field. He's like, "How old are you?" And he's like, 25. And he's like, fucking baby. Just says that
Little bitty baby.
as he just walks past him.
That's awesome. Dude, I got to show you this.
What?
Hold on. Check this. I just stumbled across this. Look at this, dude. How cool would this be?
Morning, Goodyear.
Let me get it shared up here. Bro, look at this guy making steps out of Hot Wheels right here, dude.
Oh, I saw that yesterday. That's dope.
Dude, how cool is that?
It's sick.
Look at that, bro.
Yeah.
God, that is awesome.
There's no way you could ever convince your wife to let you do that. You know what I mean? Like
It
any
looks
guy,
like that guy's
hey, hon, this is what I want to do.
dude, that's really cool. If she won't let you do that, bro, she's not the one. I thought it was at first. I thought it was like Pokemon cards or something. That'd be cool too. Just have steps with like all just banger trading cards and stuff all the way up through there.
Yeah.
That'd
You know
be
what
pretty
else was crazy on that episode last night?
What?
Joe Flacco was talking about his Rumble wallet. Let me tell you about Rumble Wallet.
Tell me about it.
We hear a lot about crypto, but here's the part most people miss. Crypto was created so you could actually own and control your money. After the 2008 financial crisis, Bitcoin was designed as an alternative to banks. So instead of a bank holding your money, delaying transfers, or limiting access, you're in control. And if you've ever had to wait for a transfer to clear, you've felt that problem. Now, fast forward to today. Everyone's heard of crypto, but getting started still feels complicated. And that's why I use Rumble Wallet. It takes all that complexity and makes it simple. Choose what you want: Bitcoin, dollar-backed stablecoins, or even digital gold backed by real gold. No complicated setup. It connects with MoonPay so you can use your credit card, debit card, or bank account and be up and running in minutes. Once you get set up, you can even support your favorite Rumble creators like me directly. So do this now. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description and download Rumble Wallet. From there, you can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. In just a few minutes, you can go from hearing about crypto to actually owning some. Go download your Rumble Wallet today. Oh, yeah. How about that? How about that? I can't hear you.
It's because I muted my mic. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're having
Why
technical-
are we even still doing all-star games anymore?
Yeah, I don't know. Apparently, there was one on yesterday. I heard it sucked.
I've heard that, they played a little bit of baseball yesterday. I don't know if you can call it that. The damn final score in the All-Star game, 4-0. How we got an All-Star team that don't score a run?
Bunch of
Garbage.
bums.
Bums. I agree, dude.
France is
I
done.
can't believe people even still pay to go to that shit.
France is done. They can still get third. You know, that sweet third place trophy.
Oh, well, I was talking about the baseball game.
Obviously,
But
Gozier's question or
okay.
Gozier's.
France, no, well, yeah, they're not done. They're they can play for third place, man.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know, Craig. Like I said, baseball doesn't start till October. Okay.
I mean, I agree with you. At least mid-September.
They want us to care about baseball, and they put out that garbage. Sorry.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, there's nothing going on in the world of sports. The soccer game was over yesterday, even when that game started. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's no reason that thing shouldn't crush the ratings if it was worth watching.
Still can't get into it.
No, dude. I didn't turn it on for a minute. Didn't even look over there to check in.
I did a poll yesterday to see what people guessed. Obviously, a lot of people that answer this question listen to the show. Not only listen to the show, but was paying attention about which QB has thrown 30-plus CDs in each of the last 3 seasons. Jared Goff is the answer.
Yeah.
But I looked. You know what's more crazy than that? Josh Allen hasn't thrown for 30 TDs in the last 3 seasons.
Has he ever?
Yeah. There was he had a 35.
Okay. I mean, that's a lot of touchdowns, but yeah, that's kind of crazy. He hasn't thrown
He
at
won
all.
an MVP last year.
That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to believe he didn't do that.
I don't know. It's crazy because it's like, I don't know. I felt like 30 TDs was pretty common back in like the 2010s when you had like Brady, Breeze, Rodgers, Big Ben, like Manning.
I feel like all them dudes threw for 30 TDs.
They were so used to it when like, Tom and Manning kept going back and forth on like those 40 and 50 plus TD seasons. But yeah, not even 30. I mean, obviously Josh Allen ran like 15 in, right? So he had like 41 total touchdowns, but still you would think 30 touchdowns passing.
You would think, man. I
games.
mean, that's less than
Less than
2 a game.
Yeah. Bums.
Yeah. Bums.
Morning on your old fart. How we doing? How we doing?
You probably didn't get to watch any of the soccer game yesterday, did you?
Dude, I didn't listen to this. Now, I want to get your opinion on this. And I'm not the most sensitive person. I don't really understand things that well or how people get emotional over certain things. My wife's the same way. The only thing she ever gets sensitive about is the kids, but like when they're little.
Right.
Like
fair
our
enough.
16-year-old, she doesn't like feel sorry for her on certain shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, exactly. I ended up having to work the whole day solo yesterday because my pharmacist called out. So I just think it must be a generation thing where everyone's getting soft or whatnot. I don't know. So it was a very unfortunate thing that she had to go through yesterday morning. Apparently she was driving. She wasn't due to be into work till 1. It's like 7:30 in the morning. She's driving in town and she comes across a guy she had to stop. A guy's in the middle of the road who was trying to, and I got to say it the right way here on YouTube and whatnot, but he was trying to end himself with a gun.
Wait a minute. Your wife was driving to work yesterday.
No. My pharmacist.
Your pharmacist was driving to work yesterday. Okay.
No, she wasn't driving to work. She's driving in town somewhere because it's 7:30 a.m. She's not even supposed to be at work until 1.
Okay. So she's just driving around. Okay.
Yeah, and she comes across that guy. She gets out and is able to convince him not to do it, and was successful.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so good. And then she calls me, and she's all shook up that it was a traumatic experience for her, and said, "I don't think I can come into work today." And I said, "Okay." take your time, go recover. But I'm in my mind, I'm thinking, like, I get it. It's a little scary situation. But you got like 5 hours to get yourself together. You know what I mean? And come to
I
work.
mean, yeah. I mean, I don't disagree with you there to that. That's a crazy situation.
It is crazy. Now, if the guy obviously would have went through with it and she witnessed it, I would understand more so like, yeah, that you need to take a day on that. I get that.
I feel like I would be super hype if I was able to convince the guy the other way.
That's what I'm saying. You did a good thing.
Yeah, dude. I would feel like I would roll that into a parlay.
Yeah. But I don't know.
Man.
I didn't feel I don't know. I just felt like I'm like, why
I
are
get
you
what-
worked up still 5 hours later? Like, I don't get it. Like, I understand after that you're like, wow, dude, that was nuts. Right? Like, whoo.
Man, that's kind of crazy. So this guy's just standing in the middle of the road?
I guess I didn't ask too much details.
I need more details on this story.
I didn't ask because she was all shook up and I didn't want, to.
Yeah. Yeah, there'll come a time for that
worse.
too soon, maybe. Yeah. Good morning.
Yeah, but I'm like, I feel like you got to be an adult though. Like, you get yourself together and you go to work.
Like I said, man, I would have been hype. I would have been just
like,
rode into work on a stallion to my hero's welcome.
I'll save a life.
Yeah, dude, that's big time. Good. Hey, that's a good news story though.
But yeah, it is bizarre also in a small town, just randomly come across any town, but that small town,
Any town, yeah.
Just off his rocker.
Well, I'm glad that at least worked out positively, and it didn't happen, man. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I think that is a little soft to not be able to make it after that.
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, am I on the wrong to be thinking in the back of my mind, like, hey,
I don't really think so, man.
Need to come to work.
I don't think you're in the wrong there. Like you said, if it had gone the other way and she would have witnessed that, yeah, take you a few days, man. But the fact that you were the hero, I feel like you should have rode that hero's welcome into work.
Yeah, or let's say even that same scenario played out, but she's supposed to be at work at 8 a.m. and it's 7. When she called me, it was 7:45, and she'd be like, "Listen, I'm a little shook up. I need like an hour or two." I would like, yeah, that's understandable. Like,
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Get your stuff. No, I need the day off.
right.
So I ended up having to hang out at work all day, which I normally get off like around 3 on Tuesdays. So I was like, oh, that's cool. What up,
Yeah.
Andrew?
What's going on, Andrew? Orange says,
Okay.
shit, my 34-year-old daughter won't miss a day for anything. For nothing. She's a gangster.
And that's the other thing. It's like you didn't know the guy,
Right.
It's not like it was like your best friend or someone you knew.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a rando. I bet you won't ever forget him though.
I guess not. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really good with this whole emotion stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, I kind of get that too.
I don't know.
I do understand.
Well, the Cowboys, who have had defensive struggles all last year, signed a bunch of guys. One of the guys they signed from the Raiders, Charles Snowden, won't be playing for the first 3 games because of a DUI. Now, I know DUIs are not good. That's bad. Don't drink and drive. But 3 games for a DUI? Are we back to Goodell?
I don't care. Any of these fucking idiots that get DUIs, they deserve whatever they get. Sit them down for the whole fucking season. You're all millionaires. Buy a fucking Uber.
How many? No, what I'm saying is, I agree with you on that. I'm saying, how many of these guys get DUIs? Quite a bit throughout the league. When have we seen 3-game suspensions?
Shit, old Jordan Addison got one a couple years ago.
3 games?
I'm pretty sure at least that. Yeah, he got one. He got a suspension for that.
That's crazy.
They don't really. It's the code of conduct or whatever, and
personal conduct violation.
Personal conduct violation or whatever. Like I said, I don't have any sympathy for these idiots that get DUIs. You're all millionaires. Buy a fucking Uber or limo or something, or pay your buddy.
I don't care either. I'm just saying, I feel like we're getting back. I feel like Goodell's done a good job the last few years of not overreacting to things, not throwing people on the personal commissioner's exempt list. Like, remember 2016, 17, 18, like you even got accused of something. You were shamed and off the team and whatnot.
Guilty until proven innocent.
I feel like he's done a little bit better job over the last few seasons, not overreacting. And then I saw this, and I'm like, this just feels a random. Like, well, you know what? You get 3 games, and I'm like,
well, I mean, does dude have?
What would Patrick Mahomes get?
Oh, surely Patrick wouldn't be driving around drunk. But does this guy have a track record? Maybe he's got a little
maybe I don't know
list of things he's done before. That's usually what gets them. Is they'll usually give you a chance on that first. I don't know. When it's stuff like this, DUIs and whatnot, I mean, they pretty much know you're going to be convicted of this thing. It's really hard to beat a DUI in a lot of spots. But I think when he knows you're going to get convicted of this thing, I mean, like I said, I don't have a problem. Set them down because I think they're fucking idiots. You should be punishing them for being dumbasses. The hell with the DUI, they're punished for being dumbasses.
Arnie Old Fart said he got a DUI working on his car in his driveway a year ago. Wasn't even driving.
What? How is that? I mean, what you had that seems now you could probably beat that one. You should have got you a lawyer for that. Hell,
feels like the cop didn't like you.
I mean, that seems ridiculous. You got to have the keys in the damn car. That's the thing is you can't have the key. That's what they tell you. If you get drunk, you pull over, take them keys and like put them in the trunk or something where you can't reach them because they can't give you a DUI then. But if you got them in the ignition and you're where you can touch it and drive, they can give you a DUI for that thing. But working on the damn thing in the car, you need to be able to start it up and stuff.
The keys are in the ignition.
Oh, yeah. There you go, Andrew. Okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, this goes back to the letter of the law and the intent of the law. I don't think the intent of the law was, hey, a guy's working on his car and the keys are in the ignition.
Yeah, he ain't doing nothing. It ain't like Ornery was going to drive it. Now, he may have done that later, drive it down the block to see if it was all right, but he wasn't at the time. That seems a little ridiculous right there, dude.
The car was running. He was washing the engine. That seems stupid.
2 DUIs in a day on a snowmobile? Wow, that's got to be some kind of record.
Yeah, well, you know what? Your buddy got suspended for 6 games then.
Yeah, he gets a double dose. Don't need to ride snowmobiles no more.
Let's see. We had a soccer match yesterday. Spain, who was the pre-tournament favorite, and then had that Cape Verde tie. That's right. Smash the like button. They're free. It's free. And it's fun. It's really fun. Yep. So Spain, who was a pre-season favorite or pre-tournament favorite, then had that tie with Cape Verde and hadn't really looked all that great. And here they are in the finals.
Dude, I'm telling you, I like that Spain team. Very technical. They got a lot of skill on that team too. They embarrassed France yesterday, and France has looked very dominant in the first 6 games of this tournament.
They didn't have anyone really push them on anything until they pushed yesterday, and look what happened. They folded.
They did. You got Mbappe's coming out, and he's kind of been critical of the tactics and the loss. That was actually probably I think it was the last match for that manager. He's been the manager for the last 12 years. And dude, that dude had a crazy story, man. The manager, he knew this was going to be his last World Cup and everything. And his mom passed away during the group stage. So he had to go back home and obviously, handle his business there, go to the funeral and all that stuff. And then came back. So it's been a roller coaster ride for that guy too. Maybe his head wasn't in the right place or something, but they didn't really seem to have a game plan that was ever going to win them that game. Yeah, they got in trouble early with the PK in the first half. You give them the 1-0 lead. But outside of a couple early chances, Dembele played a great ball to Mbappe on one, and they just couldn't get it done. But I didn't feel like France really threatened all that much. They didn't look like the same team they looked like in the first 6 games.
Well, go get that place trophy.
Much like Pissant said a little bit ago, they're lucky they didn't get beat about 4-0 in that thing.
Well, we got England and Argentina today. Argentina is a decent size favorite. I don't know why. I think the value once again is on the dog today.
I think so too, dude. Honestly, both of these teams, neither one of these teams should be here. Neither one. They are, but you got England who made that crazy comeback against Congo when they were down 2-1 late, and then you had Argentina who was down 2-0 going into the 79th, 80th minute. in that one and came all the way back to win 3-2 against Egypt. So both these teams have been playing on life support for a few games now, and I'm with you. I don't think either one has been impressive enough to lay a bunch of money on them as a favorite.
Good morning, Rach. I feel like if one of these teams is down at half, we just bet them live after halftime.
I don't know. You better be careful betting the team that goes down early in these now, because you'll see these teams kind of muck it up after this, especially if England goes up early. I feel like they're just going to try to clog the box up and probably
I would feel even better about it if England goes up early, because that's all Argentina's been doing is coming back. They just go messy. We need you to get a little spark going.
I mean, like I said, England's done the same thing too, but I think that if they get up early, I think they're going to try to take him out
and get a goal here.
If England goes up early, I think they'll try to muck it up. Just put 3 guys on Messi, make somebody else beat you. Which obviously Argentina's got the guys that somebody else can step up. They did in the last game.
That's facts. BMAX right. Will's the soccer expert now. Thank you.
Yep.
I did pick the winner yesterday, so there
you go. Good morning, Miss Rach. How you doing? Yeah, I agree with you, Jamie. Neither one have looked convincing in this tournament.
Which one would be the most interesting or exciting, or one that who do you want to see in the finals, I guess? What would be exciting to you? We know Spain's there, so which one of these teams would you like to see go face off against Spain?
I want to see Messi get back there.
All right. Are they the defending champs?
Yeah, they are.
Ooh, that would be a good story. Chance to go back to back.
Mm-hmm. Hell, dude, I'm not. I know this is supposed to be Ronaldo's last World Cup and everything. I am 0% convinced this is Messi's last World Cup.
It probably is. He's what, 39?
He's leading he's tied for the lead for the Golden Boot. The man scored 8 goals.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying, dude. I'm telling you, some people just different.
Yeah, we're not all Tom Brady out there.
Messi is whatever. Messi's the same thing in his sport as Tom Brady is in his.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Same thing. Exact same thing. They're both the GOAT of their respective sports.
Good job, Andrew. Appreciate you, fellas. Thank you. Appreciate $2 super dinner. Appreciate you. You know what that deserves.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away.
I honestly didn't mean to click the laughing thing. It kind of worked out.
It did. I felt like it was well played.
I meant to click the clap and I clicked the laugh.
It was good timing.
Because that's what we do. We're professionals here.
Most pro. But yeah, I'd like to see Messi get back there and see. It would be Jamie just don't want to see England win because you have to hear it over there. But
Jesus,
I didn't realize
strikeouts in that game.
How many? 15, yeah. I didn't realize that England has only made 4 World Cup semifinals ever. It's like their 4th one.
Well, I mean, it's once every 4 years, so that's a 20-year. Was that 20 years? No, 16-year span.
I don't know. It just feels like considering the amount of World Cups we've had at this point, there's a lot of these teams that are considered like the blue bloods of soccer and the legendary teams and all that shit. And a lot of them ain't won shit in 60 damn years.
Oh, I hear it's kind of hard to win that thing.
I mean, you would think at least once in 60 years you'd figure it out.
Let's see.
I'm just saying.
Okay, see, this isn't bad, Crick. You said they've been to 4?
I think that's what I heard the other day. I think they said they're trying to qualify for their 4th semifinal ever or something like that.
Well, according to Google AI, there's only been 23 World Cups.
Still didn't feel like a great number. I didn't say you had to win the fucking thing. I said you just had to make the final 4.
I mean, 4 out of 23, it's pretty good.
I guess. Whatever. When's the last one?
The
Or this
whole
one?
world's playing in it.
When's the last one? No. Yeah, the whole world technically playing in it, but there's still only been 32 fucking teams.
Yeah, the 32 best teams in the world.
Well, you're supposed to be one of them.
Oh, are?
You're supposed to be top 5. Supposed to be.
How many quarterbacks? Never been to a Super Bowl. I mean, it's tough.
Oh, whatever. That ain't the same thing.
Go ask Lamar.
No, well. I thought that was kind of crazy. You got a lot of these teams that talk about the blue bloods of soccer. And I'm like, when is the last time they did anything? I've never
had a conversation with anyone in my life about the blue bloods of soccer.
That's what they call them. They'll sit there and hell, when's the last one they won? In like 1966 or something? I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know how you're still considered. But whatever, they might win one this year. They could win one this year, I guess.
Blue bloods of lady basketball. I don't talk about that either.
There's no such fucking thing.
I don't know. You could tell me there is. I'd be like, sure.
No, there's not. I wouldn't tell you that. I'm fully aware that there are none of those. Oh, there's Ghost. Ghost going to give y'all some early WNBA action again today.
Oh, gosh. There's WNBA going on today. It is truly just a dead time in sports, huh?
I would rather mow the lawn with scissors. And I'm not talking about good scissors. I'm talking about like those ones they give the kids in first grade that you can't cut yourself with. I would rather mow the entire lawn with those as watch a quarter of WNBA basketball.
I'd rather mow the lawn with a goat.
Goat? Hey, man, yeah, that thing's got autopilot on it.
Just trying to push it along. Say, here you go.
Nudge him.
Here you go. We need you to get this section right over here, buddy.
Did you see that a dude, I saw it as one of the top headlines of ESPN this morning. A guy got fired for an alleged racist message to one of the Las Vegas Aces players.
Now, when we say alleged, do we have proof?
I think she shared the screenshot.
Okay.
It don't show it, but
was it actually racist, or was it like that hurt my feelings?
I don't know what he said. He got fired.
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean
he worked for, it said, a man who allegedly sent racist message to Las Vegas Aces guard Chelsea Gray on social media has been fired by his employer. He worked for Hilton Grand Vacations, announced the firing in a statement issued to multiple media outlets Tuesday, one day after Gray posted a screenshot of a message to her on Instagram account calling her a racial slur. Which is stupid too. Like, I don't understand.
So, like, she must have had a bad game or did something, and he felt the need to go like DM her and say something racist.
It says Gray said in her post that she received the message after the Aces 109-75 loss to the Indiana Fever on Sunday. So yeah, and I'm like, you got to pick a better spot, dude. What are we doing here? For one, get the racial slurs out of here. It's 2026. Can we not be done with all this shit? Come on.
Go back to calling her like a retard and telling her she sucks or something like that. Like a normal person does when they get mad at their.
Just call her a bum.
Yeah.
Anybody can get mad about that? Call her a bum.
Someone get mad.
I mean, they can get mad. They can get happy in them same pants they got mad in. But can't nobody say shit about calling them a bum. Don't be a bum.
Do you want to play glow in the dark baseball?
Today.
Look at this.
Dude, that is cool.
That'd be so
I play some glow in the dark disc golf.
That one was firing in there.
Yeah, it is, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The depth perception is a little tough on that glow in the dark stuff, though.
Yeah.
It is a little bit different.
I feel like that's a lighter ball or something. They were whipping that thing through there.
Ornery said, "Thank God I do HVAC because I'd be fired every week." Yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I'd pass the eye test either, Ornery.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's get into the Green Bay Packers, huh?
The Green Bay Packers.
Green Bay Packers. Actually, let me get a refill on my coffee, and then we'll get into the.
Get you a refill on your coffee, man. Trying to see, look at the headlines.
Unless you got any other freaking stories you found that you want to talk about? I'm scrolling the internet and I don't see shit.
Man, it is the dark days of sports right now. The dark days of sports. We'll We'll get to the Packers here in a minute. He said, I would think that Cricket would be a huge Pat Summitt fan. I'm, we love some Pat Summitt and everything she did and all that stuff too. But you know how I feel about the game, man. My mama was a big time Pat Summitt fan back in the day. So, but like I said, y'all know that ain't my jam, man. I could care less. I've never openly celebrated any Lady Vols titles there. Hell, I ain't privately celebrated them either. It is what it is. Good win, good season, whatever. You craving even a preseason game goes here? God almighty. I'd rather cut the grass with them little safe scissors than watch that shit too, man. I can't do that.
We're
damn
only a couple
preseason
weeks
shit.
away from the Hall of Fame game. I'm excited because then it gets, not that I'm going to watch any of the games, but this is where things start happening.
Yeah, I mean,
changes of teams, people getting cut, dramatic things, people getting in trouble.
Yeah, I can't watch that preseason shit, dude.
No, neither can I. I'm just
I wish we would just do. I wish we get to the 18 game schedule.
It's like when you get to the movies. It's like when you get to the movie theater and the previews finally turn on. You got like 25 minutes of bullshit, but you're like, "Hey, we're getting that much closer to the movie starting."
That's a great analogy.
That's how I feel about preseason football.
That really is a great analogy there. Well, at least the previews are decent most of the time, though. The preseason games suck. I think there ain't no reason we need any more. I don't even think you need 2 of the damn things, but I'll give you that. Give you 2. Take one more of those things away. Add us another game to the regular season. Give us 2 bye weeks and only play 2 of these stupid scrimmage games and be done with it.
And put the Super Bowl on President's Day weekend.
Yeah.
That way everyone has Monday off.
Yeah, there you go. Boom. God almighty, we're just solving problems for the world right here.
Yeah, you're welcome, Roger. You're welcome, Roger. All right. Green Bay Packers, Crick. That's who we're covering today. We're going team by team, alphabetical order, one day at a time, doing a little preview, a little, 25, 30-minute preview using Warren Sharp book. If you don't have Warren Sharp book, you should go get it. There's a PDF version like this, and there's also a big old thick book you can get too. It's great. It's got everything you need. Even if you're not betting on the stuff, if you're just a football junkie, a football fan, this has got everything you need. You fantasy football guy, it's got fantasy football stuff in here, team by team breakdown, crazy stuff. Just like yesterday, we learned something new every day. Like yesterday, the only quarterback to throw 30 plus touchdowns in the last 3 seasons, each of the last 3 seasons, is Jared Goff.
Who'd have thunk?
Yeah. I probably would have thrown out Josh Allen. He hasn't even thrown 30 touchdown passes in a single season in the last 3 seasons. It was 4 seasons ago that he did 35.
Yeah, I probably would have thrown out that name too.
Right? Because Mahomes got injured, so I'd be, oh, not him. Burrow's always injured, not him, right? And then obviously the young guns haven't played, like Drake May hasn't played 3 seasons yet.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson, but he also gets hurt too. So you're like, no, you're going through the list.
I probably totally would have said Josh Allen.
It was either him or Kyler Murray. I broke it down to.
Kyler Murray.
I'm just kidding with you.
Okay. I was like, whoa.
But we got the Green Bay Packers today. Year 8 for Matt LaFleur.
Holy shit! It's already year 8.
Year 8, and new defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon.
Okay.
He feels like one of those guys that's just, maybe you're not a good head coach. You might. We'll see how he does in Green Bay, but he might just be a really good coordinator.
There's a lot of those out there, man. Brandon Staley.
But we also can't judge him too harshly. He went to Arizona. I
mean,
Bruce Arians went to Arizona, and then he ended up winning a Super Bowl in Tampa Bay, right?
True. Could be the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as soft as they were last year, where they got mad at him for smacking his player in the chest on his shoulder pads for fumbling the ball before the end zone like an idiot.
Yeah, go watch that quarterback show on Netflix. Look what those guys are doing to each other on the field and the shit they're saying to each other, and you're gonna get mad that he smacks some dude on the shoulder pads.
That's what I'm saying. That pissed me off.
I mean, those are
Soft ass.
grown ass men out there. If they were offended by what he did, they would have handled it.
Yeah, and you signed up for it. You
Yeah.
knew what you were doing when your mama signed the permission slip when you were 6 damn years old. That's part of the game.
Yeah.
Soft ass
How
motherfucker.
about this? Don't suck.
Yeah, don't suck. Don't be a dumbass and drop the ball for the end zone.
I'm talking
You
about.
wouldn't get your ass chewed out like that, you
Some
bum.
Season win total 10.5 for the Packers. They've only gone over that once in the last 3 seasons. It was 2024. They went 11-6. It's crazy. This division is going to be weird because like the Lions are at 10.5. The Packers are at 10.5. I'm curious to see. Well, we already did the Bears. I think the Bears were at 9.5. And I'm guessing the Vikings are probably 8.5.
Probably about that.
Probably about that.
Yeah.
Look at their schedule. Let's see. One thing that we love talking about here is rest edge, meaning how much rest do you have between games against your opponent. So like here, they play on Thursday night. So in week 4 against Tampa, they have 3 extra days compared to Tampa. That's nice. But then they lose 3 days here when they take on the Cowboys. So they're in that wash. And then they lose 7 days because Detroit will be coming off their bye. So Detroit will have a whole 7 days extra rest. And then 3, 3, 4. So they're +1. So they end up having, oh my God. They end up having slight negative, like -2 on the season. For those of you that don't know what that means. So they have, over the course of the season, they'll have 2 less days of rest compared to their opponents. And to put that into terms, the number 1 team that has the most rest is the Chicago Bears. They have 15 days net rest edge. And the Chargers have the worst. They have 24 days less rest than their opponent. 24 days less rest.
That's rough.
Yeah. Packers are only at -2. But look how they end the season. They play 3 straight games where their opponent has 1 extra day rest against them. I feel like that adds up.
It does add up for sure. Simple math.
Especially there towards the end. Could be important games. It doesn't seem like a lot one day, but that's 1 extra days for those bumps and bruises to just kind of heal up.
Yeah, and that 24 hours does matter. We've talked about it before. You see a lot of guys that are game time decisions. They wind up having to sit out. That if that game was played 24 hours later, they'd be in the lineup.
Before we start getting into what Warren Sharp is saying and saying, I just want to state this. The analytics people, and including Warren Sharp, love sucking off Jordan Love. They just think he's so good statistically, and they'll throw all these numbers. And I fell for it last year. I was like, you know what? Yeah. Remember last year, the big deal was his wide receivers suck. Like, if you look at the percent of incompletions of his, it was all basically because his wide receivers couldn't hang on to the ball.
Yeah, catch the damn football.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, maybe we'll he'll take a step forward, and he didn't last year, and Warren Sharp's gonna come in and say, oh, he statistically he was great last year. At some point, you can shove those analytics up your ass. You got to go out in the field and provide results.
Buddy, you'll find nobody that agrees with you more than me on that.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're here. That's why you're my co-host.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I see the analytics stuff all the time, and it takes away from football. Sometimes you sit there and, there's certain things that they do because of those analytics. And I'm like, we never would have done that 20 years ago. And I don't necessarily think that it's better because of it. They'll sit and tell you the numbers and all this different shit. I'm like, yeah, but, you probably should have punted that ball right there. Or on the other side of the coin, you got to go for that right there. I don't really care what the analytics says. Just play football.
Yeah, people want to give me analytics about Peyton Manning over Brady. Here's some analytics for you. Put Brady's rings in a box and put Peyton's in a box and tell me who has more.
That's the simple way to figure that out.
Yep. We need results. All right. So Jordan Love, you're on the clock. All right. You've been warned.
I agree. How long did it take Aaron Rodgers to really find his footing up there? I know he sat down for the first.
Like after he started, not the 4 years he spent on the bench or whatever.
Right.
I feel like it was 3 seasons, maybe.
So we're kind of on the same timeline here.
I mean, I could look it up, but I'm not going to. Key players they lost. Malik Willis. That man got paid.
He did get paid. He'll be the Dolphins starter.
One good game where they lost.
Sometimes that's all it takes, baby.
But when you go like 17 of 19 for 250 and a couple touchdowns, that'll get the attention of a shitty organization like the Dolphins.
The Dolphins perked up real high and they're saying, hey, man, what's that guy doing next fall?
Yeah, 17 of 19, 2 TDs. We'll give you 30 million.
Absolutely. Throw it at him. Come hang out on South Beach.
They lost Trayvon Dick. I mean, he wasn't really ever on the team. I mean, I know he technically was, but he didn't really ever play. Romeo Dobbs. I always forget Romeo Dobbs is a Patriot now. I'm so excited. That's going to be huge, though, because I feel like he was a good outlet for Jordan Love. You know, he runs that little drag route, and you can see him easy because he's got that big old dumb foam head.
I started to say, if they take that big dumbass foam padding off his helmet, I'm sorry, but if you're not healthy enough to play without one of those, you shouldn't get to play. That shit looks like garbage.
He's on my team now. Make it bigger.
I can't have faith in anybody. I can't have faith in anybody out there wearing one of those stupid fucking things.
Make it a fat head.
You know what's hilarious? The Green Bay Packers this past year on the Topps Chrome have 2 players. Their football card has that stupid ass thing on it. I'd be so pissed if you made my football card with that retarded looking thing on top of my head.
I love it. They lost Rashawn Gary. He's a Cowboy. Let's see. Who else did lose?
Is Jaden Reed's gone, ain't
he? No, he's on the team.
Is he still there? Maybe
Yeah.
Dobbs was the one I was thinking about. I feel like I get those two guys mixed up all the damn time.
No, I mean, he's still there on his rookie contract, so they didn't let him go.
Okay, I thought he got
You're
traded.
thinking of Dontavian Wicks.
Where'd he go? Does he go to the Giants or something?
He's an Eagle.
Eagle.
Yeah.
Golly, they got a bunch of
no,
just also ran wide receivers, don't they?
Oh no, Crick. They lost Desmond Ritter.
Oh dear.
Dude, how many quarterbacks did they have on the? They had Malik Willis, Desmond Ritter, and Clayton Tune is also gone. I didn't realize they had that many QBs.
That's hard to say. They had a big QB room themselves. Look like the Browns out there. I got another question. What is up with this green we got outside the Green Bay Packers here? That ain't even close to Green Bay Packers green on the outline of the page.
I don't know. That's the Warren. You got to talk to Warren about that.
Someone should. That's a terrible look there.
Oh, Trevor. Good morning, Trevor Rich. I got a DWI while sleeping in my car because I had the car run. Oh man, that sucks. Just trying to stay warm, man.
I had a buddy that got one back in the day, parked outside a frat house. They were just hanging out.
Yeah.
Don't put them keys in the ignition, man.
I want to know how that works with push to start because that's what my car is. So,
I
have the car not on, but I have the.
That's a good question because it'll start with them in the trunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Dang, dude. That's a different angle there. I didn't even think about that. Everything's about push to start now.
I don't know. Let's see. Key free agency sign Javon Hargrave. That's a good one. Zaire Franklin. They're beefing up the defense. They're like, hey, Jonathan, we're bringing you in. Who do you want? He's like, I want some defensive pieces, baby. Benjamin St. Just. Is it Juice? Just? How you say that name?
Where's it at? Let's see.
Right here.
Hell, that's as good a guess as I got.
Juice.
St. Juicy?
There we go. And they got Tyrod Taylor, baby. He's back.
My God.
They didn't have a first round pick, but in the second round, they took a cornerback out of South Carolina, Brandon Seiss. Defensive tackle in the third round, Chris McClellan out of Missouri. And fourth round defensive end. Dude, they're just loaded up on defense, which I don't understand because apparently they need help on offense, like with wide receivers and stuff.
And yeah, and their running back, I don't know if what's the word on Josh Jacobs? Is he going to get set down for some games because of personal conduct stuff too?
No idea. But they did take in the sixth round, Craig, a kicker, Trey Smack out of Florida. That is a kicker name.
Fuck that guy.
That is.
I ain't never liked that idiot.
Did he beat you?
Huh?
Did he beat you?
No, I mean he ain't never. I just ain't never liked him. His face pisses me off, kind of like Fernando Mendoza.
That's because he's a Gator. But
That just probably
like
has.
a Gator. You would think his last name Smack is pretty cool for a kicker.
Yeah, and I also hate kickers, so they're not football players.
I can't wait to get a Trey Smack card in the new Tops boxes.
Get you one. I'll write douchebag across
Rookie
the front
kicker
of it.
card, Crick. 1 of 1.
Cool. Be worth $3.
$3 more than I have now.
It's fair.
Only 28 quarterbacks this century have thrown 4 touchdowns in a playoff game. Only 13 also didn't throw an interception. Only 3 also didn't win their game. Alex Smith, Josh Allen. Josh Allen actually doesn't surprise me in that one. And Jordan Love. That was last year to the Bears.
Yep.
That loss was one of the most confusingly coached games I've seen in recent memory by the Packers and Matt LeFleur. Their script was pristine. They were equal parts creative, aggressive, and resourceful. First drive, 85-yard TD. Second drive, 87-yard TD. Third drive, 32-yard TD. You can't get much better than that. They're leading 21-3. They stopped the Bears on 4th down on the Packers' 37-yard line with 32 seconds left before the half. Brandon McManus ended up missing the 55-yard field goal. Bum. And the Packers, that's why they drafted a kicker. Packers entered the locker room up 21-3. God, that's crazy. It was 21-3. We ended up 31-27. Those damn cardiac Bears, dude.
They're unreal. That was an unreal little run for them last season. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to fade that team this year. I think they found lightning in a bottle. I see you talking about Tucker Kraft down there. Nasty Natty. We'll get to some fantasy implications here in a minute before we wrap this thing up. But I do think he'll step up this year as long as he can stay healthy.
That made it a combined 41-6 halftime score for the Packers over the 3 games against the Bears. Jeez.
Say that one more time.
In the 3 games they played against the Bears this season, or last season, if you just take the first half, they outscored the Bears 41-6.
Damn, too bad for them. This game's 4 quarters and not 2.
I know. Then the second half went off the rails. Ended in a punt, and in a punt, and in a punt, and the 4th drive ended in a punt. So it wasn't even like they were turning the ball over. They just couldn't get anything going.
They just suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we continue there, let's see. Oh God, they were 9-7 straight up last year, but 6-10 against the spread. They were 5-9 against the spread as a favorite. Straight up at home, they were 5-3, so a good home team there. Other than that, kind of average. This upcoming season, the Packers are only underdogs 4 times.
You know what I feel like I've heard on every one of these breakdowns we've done? Everybody struggles against the spread as a favorite. We should just be blind betting the dogs every week.
We should be, except for every time I feel like I pick the dog, I pick the dogs that lose.
Heard that. God almighty. I think I found me a slick spot. That team will get beat by 40.
Yeah, all the teams that ended the Bears were 11-6 last year, and they were 11-6 against the spread. But part of it was too, they weren't favored in many games. They weren't getting respect all season long.
Right. That's what I'm saying. 11-6 right there. That's a pretty good clip. Like I said, maybe I may not take a single favorite this year in the NFL.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Too early to tell.
But yeah, let's see. They I don't feel like these lines are off too much. They're 1.5-point dogs in Detroit. That's our first one. They're 1.5-point dogs in New England. I bet you they'll be favored against New England come week 9.
Are they a dog? Where's the Rams game at?
In LA.
In LA. It's coming off a bye though. That might be a spot.
I'll tell you right now, I'm laying the 3.5 of the Rams week 12.
Yeah, but they'll be coming off a bye. When is we ain't got to the Rams yet. I'd like to know when their bye week was. It'd be one of those weird things where they're coming off a bye too or something.
This team upside the head.
I really don't know what to think about that NFC North, man. That's probably the one. I think it's going to be pretty good. It's either going to be really good or all these teams going to underperform, man.
Here's when you can take a favorite. Week 2, Packers 6.5-point favorite at the Jets. Just go ahead and take that one.
Okay. Their bye week is week 8 for the Rams, so they'll have a few more games.
So that means wait, where is it at? Okay, they would have already came off their bye. So yeah. We'll see.
That'll be interesting. The fact it's in LA. Makes it a little tougher there, but at least you got 2 weeks to prepare for it.
In the first, because they had a huge lead, LaFleur got conservative and they played heavier, threw shorter, ran more predictably, and had less success. It was far too early in the game to abandon what worked in the first half. I won't dig into more of the play-by-play, but we know what happened. The Bears roared back, and in the second half, authoring 5 scoring drives and just one for the Packers. The Bears won 31-27, despite the Packers leading 21-3 at halftime, and entering 21-6 entering the fourth quarter. God, they were up 21-6. I forgot that. They're up 21-6 in the fourth quarter and ended up losing.
Yeah, I feel like they did that a couple times. Oh, Warner just checked it. He said it's week 11 for the Rams. So is that the same bye week? I think that's the same one.
Okay, all right. Let's
So
see.
they might both be coming off a bye there. Well, I wouldn't like the Packers then if the Rams are coming off a bye too.
I don't like them, even if the Rams played the Ravens or something the week before. Give me the Rams.
We'll see, man. We'll see. It's still the NFL though. It ain't like the Rams are going 17-0,
Mm.
and they ain't gonna go undefeated at home either.
The Packers have a week 11 bye.
Yeah, so both of them got.
You know who here's the Packers 2 games before. Sorry. Here's the Rams schedule leading into their bye. Arizona, Vegas, Chargers, Washington, Arizona, bye. And then, oh my God, here's after their bye. Packers, Kansas City, San Fran, Dallas, Seattle, Tampa, Seattle. That after their bye is when their season gets really interesting. Can't wait to cover that. But we're talking Packers today.
Yeah, I'd be careful jumping on that Rams train. Just saying.
If McManus didn't forget how to kick, the Packers win the game. McManus missed 2 field goals and an extra point, leaving 7 points on the field in a game his team lost by 4. The most painful was a 44-yard miss. Damn.
Yeah, I'm with Ghost there. He said large favorites tend to cover, small favorites take the dog. Yeah, y'all know I love taking those plus 2.5s and stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a tough schedule, Ornery.
There were several storylines with the Packers' loss to the Bears. McManus cost the Packers a playoff win. LaFleur's offense whittled in the second half. The Packers' terrible defense didn't force one single Bears punt, not one. We've already hit the first 2, and we'll discuss the defense. But the story I want to lead with was as true in the playoff loss as it was true during the regular season, and that is that currently Jordan Love just might be the NFL's most underrated quarterback. See, here we go into this shit again. First, I want you to consider this context. The Packers wide receiver core ranked 26th in player health. Tight ends ranked 25th in player health. His 3 best non-running back weapons all missed roughly half the season. The tight end, Tucker Kraft, one of the most dynamic young players in his position, played just 8 games before a season-ending injury, and he was on a tear when healthy, averaging 15.3 yards per reception, number 3 amongst tight ends. Listen, I don't care who you got out there. At some point, you gotta get results. You gotta get the win. How many times Peyton and Brady and stuff have no wide receivers, and they just made it work? They made people a household name. They made a bunch of guys a lot of money.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Peyton had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne for the majority of his career there. Whatever, dude. So, yeah, I don't think any of these. I mean, I guess Christian Watson could be that type of guy, but he can't stay healthy. They did finally pay him, and I can't really believe that they did, because even when he's healthy, it ain't like he's been this dynamic wide receiver. So, and then
Jaden Reed played even less. Reed initially suffered a fractured foot during training camp, chose to aggressively play through his injury to start the regular season rather than sit out. After running 1 route in week 2, Reed went down with a fractured clavicle. He underwent surgery. He missed virtually every snap from week 2 to week 13, ramped it up in week 14, ran a full complement of routes starting week 15. I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah, no. You can find sympathy between shit and syphilis in the dictionary. Facts.
I don't think I've ever heard that phrase.
You have now.
Here we go. I bet the under 10.5 for the Green Bay Packers. Packers ran pure on third downs, which could be difficult to replicate in 26. They ranked second in the third down conversion rate at 48.8%, much better than the NFL's average 39.5%. Green Bay was 29th in pressure rate allowed in 25. Left tackle Rasheed Walker signed with the Panthers in free agency after leading the offensive line in snaps, and the plan to replace him is kicking guard Jordan Morgan out to the left tackle where he played in college. Jenkins also moved on and signed with the Browns after opening the year as Green Bay's starting center before suffering a season-ending injury in Week 10. Green Bay's most meaningful offensive addition, along with the offensive line, was spending a fifth-round pick on Jaeger Burton.
Burton.
The ball bounced in Green Bay's favor last year. They recovered 13 of their 19 fumbles, while their opponents recovered only 5 of their 12 fumbles. And all the Packers were fifth in fumble luck last year. Hard to repeat.
Yeah, it is hard to repeat. Man.
And the wide receivers suck. Why? But if you're optimistic about the Packers, here's why you should bet the over. Packers had a quality offense last year, ranking 10th in yards per play, 7th in success rate, 4th in EPA per play, 8th in points per drive, but ranked just 16th in points per game. Their per-game scoring could creep closer to their other offensive metrics, especially since they posted their quality marks with Christian Watson, Tucker Kraft playing together for only 2 games last season. Watson made his season debut in Week 8, and Kraft suffered a season-ending injury in Week 9. Green Bay was 23rd in field goal percentage and 27th in extra point success rate. Brandon McManus and Lucas Havrisk had bad kicking campaigns. The Packers have attempted to address their kicking problems by drafting Trey Smack. He has plenty of leg, converting 10 of 13 field goal attempts of 50-plus yards in his collegiate career. Jordan Love was already second in EPA per play among qualified quarterbacks last year, and that was without one of his best pass catchers at his disposal in all but 2 games. Jaden Reed also missed 10 games after leading the Packers in receiving yards and ranking second among pass catchers on the team in yards per route in 24.
Well,
I like the under.
I do too. I don't trust this team. Once again, they're all these. If they stay healthy, they've had bad luck injuries. Like, well, maybe that's just part of the problem for these guys. Availability is the best ability, and ain't none of them that good at that ability. They're constantly down, hurt. I understand injuries happen and all that stuff, but call it bad luck, call it what you want. None of these guys have shown me they can stay healthy for a 17-game season.
I mean, go ask the 49ers. Yeah, if they just were healthy. How long have we been saying that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, and hell, that does not translate to trophies.
Look at their positional unit rankings. Offensive line, 27th, and they lost guys.
And they lost guys.
Oh no, wait. This is what I think what Warren Sharp's projecting. So based off of
projections,
but still, dude, that's gonna be tough.
That's what I'm
your
saying.
Offensive line is a huge issue, and you decided to spend the whole offseason beefing up the defense.
Yeah,
what are you, the Cleveland Browns?
And got your quarterback. I mean, it's hard to throw from the flat of your back.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you got a running back now that who knows where his head's going to be.
Yeah. Receiver Christian Watson, recovering from a torn ACL, suffered the previous winter, opened the season on the PUP list, was out for about half the season. If you can connect the dots, you should realize that there were 0 games in which Love's top 3 weapons played together in 25. 0. The Packers played 18 games last year, and Love was down to just one of his top 3 weapons in 12 of 18 games, getting only 6 games where he even had 2. Due to all the injuries to Love's weapons, his leading receiver was Romeo Doubs, and they let him go.
Yeah, and he gone.
He gone.
In his big goofy helmet.
724 yards. For a playoff team to have no pass catcher clear 725 yards is genuinely unusual and speaks to how thin and how scrambled the Sporting Cast was.
I kind of agree, Jer.
Yeah, Watson's garbage, but he got paid, so good for him. Packers' offensive line was a problem. From a run blocking perspective, they ranked 19th in run block win rate and 20th in PFF's run block grade. While their pass blocking grade was better, that didn't help Love avoid being pressured. He was pressured on 40% of his dropbacks, which was a career high. He was hit 14.5% of dropbacks, another career high. He was quick hit in less than 2.5 seconds at a career high rate. In fact, Love quick hit was more in 25 than it was in 23 and 24 combined. Yikes. On early downs, the Love's average time to throw was 2.69 seconds. Yet Love was pressured 37% of these early down dropbacks, not only the highest in his career, but the number 4th highest in the NFL behind Shadir Sanders, Justin Fields, and Justin Herbert.
Okay.
It is quite amazing as how good these guys are, but even then, like if they don't have time to throw,
Yeah, I mean, there ain't nobody. It doesn't matter who. I mean, that's what made Tom Brady so great, was being able to get rid of the ball so quick.
not just him. I mean, like Aaron Rodgers, the same
All
thing.
the greats, all the greats.
All
They
the
get the
ones,
ball
it was
out
just,
less than 2
I
seconds.
can't. I don't have time. Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna have to adjust.
Check down. Boom. That's what makes those guys great, man. Being able to realize that in the moment, not holding on the ball too long. Because you do see a lot of NFL quarterbacks. Yeah, the offensive lines may be struggling or whatever, but some of these quarterbacks, it's their own fault. They're getting sacked 60 times a game or a season.
Here we go. Sucking off Jordan Love again. A quarterback whose top 3 weapons never played a single game together, who play behind a shaky offensive line that surrendered career high pressure rate and hit rates, who was supported by a bottom tier run game and still led his team to the playoffs despite not having a single player catch 725 receiving yards. This was an incredible season despite all of what I shared above. Okay. Easy there, Warren. One more bit of context before you continue. Jordan Love also faced the 10th toughest schedule of pass defenses last year. He ranked number 1 in EPA when clean. Well, yeah, that's pretty easy to do when you're only clean like 25% of your snaps.
Yeah.
He also ranked in the top 3 in overall EPA per dropback, explosive rate, and third down conversion rate. He was top 3 in EPA when passing from the pocket and blitz. He was number 1 in EPA against man and number 4 in EPA against zone. His 1.4% interception rate was number 7 of the 45 qualified QBs. His TD to interception ratio of 3.8 to 1 was ranked 8th. His time to throw was the faster than average, yet his air yards of 8.8 was number 6 in the NFL and a full yard over the average. And one key thing to keep in mind is, as it relates to the Packers, you might be tempted to look at his team as a 9-7-1 team that didn't win a playoff game. But the fact that you tied against the Cowboys in that game was embarrassing. That should just sum up your season.
Agreed.
The Packers were 9-4-1 before Love sustained a concussion during Week 16 and missed the final 2 games of the season. Bottom line is that you probably weren't aware of all the obstacles facing Love in 25, and yet he delivered incredible performance that translated to incredible results for the Packers. No, it didn't.
I was going to say, our definitions of incredible are different.
Team, and you didn't even win your wild card matchup when you were up 24-6 or whatever at going into the fourth quarter.
That's what I'm saying. Our definitions of incredible are drastically different.
Entering 26, Jordan Love is the most underrated and unappreciated passer in the NFL, in my opinion. At least he added that.
Yeah, IMO.
We must address the elephant in the room, which was the trade for Micah Parsons, the eventual injury that also impacted the Packers to close out the year. On August 28th, days before the season opener, the Packers sent Kenny Clark and 2 first-round picks for Micah Parsons. We understand all that. It was a stunning, aggressive win-now bet. For 14 games, Parsons justified it completely. I mean, there's no doubt that was a smart trade. I mean, he's a beast. He just got injured. You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have no problem with you trading for Micah Parsons, and I have no problem with you even giving up 2 first-round picks, because the Rams have showed you don't need first-round picks to win, to translate that into winning. So I'm fine with that. It's just bad luck, him going down.
In just 14 games, he had 12.5 sacks, 27 quarterback hits, 2 forced fumbles, finishing number 3 in the NFL in total pressure rate, despite missing all those extra games.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What is his timeline?
October, I think.
Okay, and it shouldn't be too far gone by then. And he'll get an extra bye week in there after probably a couple games playing. They're going to ease him back in anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
as you should. Give him a couple extra. Hell, I'd bet, especially if we were in a good spot. Even if he was ready to come back in October, if we were in a good spot, I believe I'd wait till after that Week 11 bye.
Yeah. I'm not going to go over their draft impact. They drafted a bunch of defensive guys, and I feel like we have no idea. We have no idea what the rookies are going to do in their rookie season, let alone I feel like defense is so hard to figure out.
Yeah. The speed of the game is a lot faster. Crazy to think about that, because Division I college football, the game is very, very fast, but it does not compare to the speed of the NFL.
Yeah. Let's see. Fantasy tips and advice. With Romeo Dobbs and Wicks gone, Green Bay's once crowded pass catching room looks a lot emptier. Should be good news for Watson, Reed, and Kraft. And they didn't even talk about Matthew Golden.
Yeah. That's. Well, I knew we were forgetting somebody out there. Golly. Well, that's another. I mean,
Year 2 should be able to step up.
should be. Now you got, like I said, Romeo Dobbs is gone now. Dontavian Wicks. Those are a few of the guys that were taking some of the passes from you. So he should be a lot more involved in the offense. If they're smart, they'll get him more involved in the offense. And the guy's a football player.
Yeah, and apparently he has one of the best quarterbacks in the league thrown to him, so he should have no problem getting the ball.
Yeah, well, we'll pump the brakes on that for now.
According to all the analytics out there.
Since those do so well all the time.
Green Bay defensively ranked 11th in yards per carry allowed to running backs. Packers were forced into a coordinator change in the offseason, replacing Jeff Hafley with Jonathan Gannon. Gannon should bring more of a 3-4 base look to Green Bay. That was still 37% of their defensive plays, but it will require an adjustment to the roster. Shout out to Mighty Megatron. We'll get to you after we wrap this thing up, but appreciate the Rumble rant.
Yeah, good morning, Ninja and Megatron.
Daily short.
Yep.
Oh, what was I going to say to you? We should start doing a segment every day. God, what was I going to call it? I knew I should have wrote this down. It was instead of like losers, like the losers of the weekend or something like that. I was thinking that we have like a daily thing where we nominate our it wasn't bum. There was another word for it. I'll think of it, but basically the bum of the day.
Yeah, man. I'm all about that. I love to slander somebody.
I think it had to do with coffee. I'll think on it.
Yep.
I need
Workshop.
I need to write this shit down. Let's see. Okay. That's their defensive stats. God, look at all these charts.
Charts for days, baby.
They ranked number 6 in fourth quarter points, unless they were playing the Bears.
I started to say, yeah, outside of 2 games. Jerv said the May of the day.
The May of Sure.
Where's the fantasy section, man? I'm curious what they're telling you to do there.
Oh, we went past that. Watson stands out as a potential breakout player if he can stay on the field. Let's see. He was good when he was on the field. He was the 18th best wide receiver in a PPR. He sat out most of that run. Reed was limited to just 5 games. Dobbs is gone. Watson continues to get targeted around 23% of his routes while averaging 18 air yards per target in a passing offense that consistently creates big plays. He's going to be a good to great fantasy player. The concern is him staying healthy.
What's going on, Rex? How you doing, Rex? Good to see you, man.
Morning, Rex.
I'd be very, very careful with any of these guys on fantasy. Jordan Love's going to give you some stats and stuff, but I don't think he's going to be the quarterback carry your championship. Tucker Kraft, I will say, Nasty Natty, is the one that I would have some faith in as long as he can stay healthy, which has been a problem for him so far too. But I do think it could be a breakout season for that guy. He was starting to do it last year before he got hurt, playing very, very well. You got Romeo Dobbs gone now, Dontavian Wicks, so it's going to give him some more volume in the offense. If they're smart, they'll get him more incorporated in this thing. Christian Watson, you trust that shit if you want to. I'm not doing it. That's your Kyle Pitts if you want to do that shit. But I would leave him alone. Matthew Golden, probably in dynasty leagues, he's probably already locked up from somebody because somebody drafted him, held him last year. But beyond that, man, Josh Jacobs, once again, don't know what his head's going to be, how he's going to do. He's going to give you some production as long as he's on the field, but you don't know for sure that Goodell ain't going to sit him down for a little bit after the legal stuff takes action or whatever. It probably won't be this year. It'll probably be the next year by the time all that stuff gets worked out. So you could maybe trust him, but outside of Tucker Kraft and maybe Josh Jacobs, I wouldn't touch any of these guys.
I would take a gamble on Matthew Golden If you get him late.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if you can get him in 5th to 7th round, maybe. But if you're playing in dynasty leagues, he's probably already locked up.
I think like 7, 8. Kraft's recovering from an ACL, but all early reports suggest he will be ready for week 1.
Like I said, that's the one guy that I would trust from a fantasy standpoint in this thing would probably be Tucker Kraft. I see him, as long as he stays healthy, he'll be a top 10 tight end from a fantasy perspective this year. I think.
Their Packers are in the middle of the pack. They have the 17th ranked schedule. So
middle of the road.
Middle of the road. Below average. So a little bit tougher than average. Let's see.
You think it's going to be a rough season, Rex? I don't know. It's too early. I mean, it's a tough division. Like I said, this is the division that's got the most question marks for me out of all of them, really.
A key part of it's going to be when they can get Parsons back, too.
That is going to be a big deal. If they can weather the storm, and luckily, can we go back to the schedule for just a second and just see what it looks like before he comes back? I mean, it ain't easy. I mean, you got the Vikings in the game. It's always weird when they open up with a division game.
Yeah.
And then you got Jets, Falcons there. Where's the Falcons game at?
Falcons is home.
Okay. And then where do they play my Bucks at?
In Tampa.
See, that's going to be a tough one. The Bears, you clearly can only beat them for 3 quarters. The Cowboys, I don't think are going to be that damn good. So where's that game at? Where's Dallas game at?
We bet Packers first half this year again.
Maybe that's the angle. We got to look for that. Every year there's a couple teams that are sneaky like that. Like you had the damn Ravens in like the second quarter or something last year. That was a crusher. But yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's just Packers first half bet. Or just fade them in the fourth quarter.
And the Packers have 7 primetime games, as Ornery points out.
That feels like a bit much for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, Trace Mack is going to be my next favorite card, Jerm. You're right. Yeah, no, not only is it when does Micah Parsons come back, but you're also hoping that he's back to being Micah Parsons. Now, most guys recover from ACLs pretty well nowadays, if not better, but there's still always a risk that he's not as explosive as he was.
You could, yeah. I mean, not everybody comes back from those things. Doesn't matter how much of a freak you are. Not everybody recovers from that thing, and gets back to the player they were there. And you could have a setback. You never know, man. Oh, you let me know, Nasty Natty. I'll get in there, inject that in my vein. He said, I need the commissioner to kick someone out of our state's league. I'm trying, Cricket. You let me know, Natty. I'll hop in that thing with you.
The Packers will open the year asking Lucas Van Ness, who had just 8.5 sacks in 3 seasons and a collection of unproven young pass rushers, to hold the fort. The front office added defensive tackle Javon Hargrave to bolster the interior and brought in veteran linebacker Zaire Franklin along with quarterback Benjamin St. Juice for depth in the back end. While those moves are sound, none of them rush the passer off the edge, which is one thing the defense cannot manufacture without Parsons on the field. On offense, it's a bet on health and youth. Yeah.
Sure is. Which is always a rough gamble. You got to bet on your health and your youth. It's hard to get both those things lined up most of the time.
There is also a serious cloud hanging over the running back position. Josh Jacobs was arrested in May and faces multiple allegations, including felony domestic violence allegations that he denies and that the league is reviewing under their personal conduct policy. The matter is unresolved at this time of this writing. It introduces real uncertainty into the backfield that was already thin behind him after the departure of Emmanuel Wilson. Yeah, could you imagine that if he gets suspended and then what? Then what do you do?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of question marks for this team coming in.
Oh, here we go. But who do the Packers play in Week 5? Potentially Parsons' first game. The Bears, who turned out the lights on the Packers in 25. And who do the Packers play the very next week? The Cowboys on Sunday Night Football, a revenge game for Parsons against Jerry Jones. How'd that go last year for him? They tied. Wasn't it like 41-41 or something like that? 40-40? Something weird.
It was something crazy like that. I think it was like 40-40.
Yeah. Let's wrap this up. It says, to me, let's see. But the defense is a question. The Parsons trade was bold and justified when he was healthy, but the team level results still landed around average. And once Parsons tore his ACL, the entire pass rush fell apart. Now Green Bay enters 26 with Parsons potentially missing the start of the year and Gary gone. Add in uncertainty around Jacobs and the kicking game that already cost them dearly. The Packers have a lot of questions. To me, Love already looked ready for a deep playoff run. The question is whether the Packers are finally ready to stop wasting the kind of quarterback play most teams spend years searching for. I still think his love of Jordan Love is insane.
Can you feel the love?
There you go. There's the Packers. I think I'm going to probably bet the under on their season win total.
I don't hate it, sir. I don't. I think it is it feels much more likely they go under the 10.5 than the over 10.5 to me.
Is that offensive line?
Yeah, dude, and that's projected to be trash. It was already not great. You got rid of some of those guys. You got rid of a couple wide receivers that were productive.
I'm going to also look at Jordan Love's passing yards under.
I don't know. I'd be careful with that. They might find themselves trailing in some games.
He doesn't have an offensive line. I mean, how is he going to get the ball out in time? Then is the guy's going to stay healthy? Is he going to stay healthy?
Right again.
Last year,
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man.
You got a concussion last year, and you're going in with a worse offensive line this year. I mean, it sounds like you're going to get – and he got hit at the highest rate of his career last year. So they didn't do anything to fix that problem. So I see it continuing. I'm going to go under Love's passing yards as well.
I wonder what that number is.
We'll get into that as the
we can dive into those a little deeper. We'll do a segment where we like our maybe best bets going in the preseason.
Yep, but there's a preview for the Packers. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to catch us live, we're live every day, 7:15 a.m. Eastern, covering everything going on in the world of sports. And we're going team by team. Tomorrow we will be covering, drum roll please, the Houston Texans are next. Ooh, baby. Come hang out with us.
Booyah.
Ooh.
Best defense in the league right there, bud.
What was that name of that segment I was thinking of? I can't remember.
What up, Blue? How we doing, baby? Oh, man.
We got
Football's inching ever so close, man. We've almost made it.
Mr. Dictator, I am sorry that you lost against Spain.
Go fucking away, Rudiger!
I can't accept that I lost. I will destroy that stupid Lamine. But Mr. Dictator, they played really so well. Maybe you should let it go.
Get the fucking car ready!
Going back to the car.
Yep.
Who's on the phone, too?
Rudiger, I can't forget that stupid game. Put some happy music so that I relax.
Does he have a shittier car because he lost?
Yeah, I think so. I think he should. That's well played.
All right, Mbappe, relax. I am sure that I lost because of you. You do it on purpose. Lamine Yamal, do whatever you want, but you need to cancel that game's result. We just dominated you. ¿Y qué fue? Now get ready.
What does that mean?
Huh?
Yekofei. I don't know what that means.
I don't speak that.
I will make you regret your fucking win.
I'm gonna pause that for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, Kwefe means so what? Okay.
Domain explosion. Spanish food.
Do you know what you will get in finals? For example, nothing.
I like the bull.
Let's go, baby.
That's a little Mortal Kombat-ish there.
Dude, I totally felt the round one fight.
Yes.
I totally expected that next.
I was expecting that bull to do a little more damage, though, like what the buffalo did to that old man the other day. Launch him in the air.
That would have been that bison. Yeah, that's what they should have done. Yeah, well, We look forward to those every day, Megatron. We appreciate you, man.
We appreciate that. We sure do. We sure do. And shout out to Andrew. Thank you for the $2 super chat. We appreciate you guys. Fun hanging out with you this morning once again, but the show's got to end. We should raid someone. Let's see. Who should we raid? The show's got to end because Will's got to go to a real job.
Warner tells him to turn it down, man. Said it makes me hungry for Mexican, but want you some fajitas, huh?
Fajitas.
Yeah, you're the man, Andrew. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you. World of Gaming. Let's go there.
Let's do it.
I have no idea who this is.
I don't think that fucking poisons him.
What are we playing here?
I don't know.
Looks like some Soul Reaver or something.
That would be funny. Yo, game on show.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, dude. Yes. I love that.
Game on show. How's it going? Good morning to you. Happy Wednesday. For anyone who's wondering, my name is Woggy. I run the channel World of Gaming. We've been doing a 24-hour marathon of the Bayonetta series. So
24 hours.
What a savage.
I've been up for the last 21 hours. So we're almost done with Bayonetta 2. I'm just doing this little challenge mode that I've been doing for the last 30 minutes now.
Jeez.
What a savage, dude. 24-hour stream. One of the I can't remember exactly who it was. It was was it Ethan or To The Max? One of them did a card break where they did a rip where they went 24 hours straight or something crazy. Some long marathon stream.
They just kept going back to back to back.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, man. I feel like my effort would
Ooh, I agree with Ghost Barbacoa. That stuff's good.
I don't even know what that is.
Barbacoa meat.
Okay. Delicious. Y'all ever watch Coach JB's show? I don't know Coach JB, man.
I always get that at Chipotle. I get the barbacoa now. I used to get the chicken. Barbacoa is where it's at.
Okay. What animal does barbacoa come from?
You don't want I think pig.
Okay. Well, I love some bacon. But yeah, I ain't seen his show there, Andrew.
Says it involves slowly steam cooking tough cuts of meat, traditionally beef, goat, or lamb. So not pig.
That's what you can say. So everything but pig.
Yep. I just know it's delicious, Craig.
It's delicious. Okay, that's all you need to know, really.
You basically take the toughest part of the meat and you slow cook it until it just falls apart.
Okay, a little tenderizing.
Ghost says beef. It could be lamb too, or goat.
Not pig.
Not pig. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow morning talking about the Houston Texans. Whatever else is going on in the world of sports, I guess we'll talk about that soccer game today too. But until then,
good luck, good gambling,
in game.